During the 8th Ordinary Session of the 9th National Assembly, or NA, on November 22nd, Mrs. Baykham Khattiya, the Minister of Labor and Social Welfare, presented these recommendations. She emphasized the necessity of updating the law to better reflect present-day realities and align with international standards.
The
Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare in Laos has put forth proposed amendments to the country's labor law with the goal of addressing enforcement challenges and bolstering worker protections nationwide. Initially introduced in 1990, the labor law underwent revision in 1994, 2006, and 2013 to adapt to the nation's socioeconomic development. However, a recent assessment has uncovered enforcement gaps, limited public awareness, and outdated provisions within the law. The report suggests enhancing public engagement through mass media and community outreach to raise awareness about the law. It also recommends providing detailed guidelines to clarify the law's provisions and address enforcement inconsistencies. To meet international standards, especially those established by the International Labour Organization, or ILO, the report calls for amendments focusing on workplaces safety, youth employment, gender equality, and protection for both Lao migrant workers abroad and foreign workers in Laos.
และเนื้อในของสนธิสัญญาขององค์การแรงงานสากลที่สปป.ลาวได้ให้สถา
Key
บัน
proposals include stricter labor inspections, improved mechanisms for dispute resolutions, and enhanced cooperation between ministries and the private sector. The prioritization of training and capacity building for labor inspectors and other relevant personnel was also highlighted. The ministry intends to present a comprehensive reform strategy for review by the National Assembly, with the aim of implementing improvements by 2025.
การบ่จำแนกและการล่วงละเมิด
Mrs. Baykham acknowledged the positive impacts of increased recognition of the labor law by state organizations, businesses, social groups, and the general public in supporting industrial modernization while safeguarding the legitimate rights of workers and employers. Despite these advancements, challenges persist, including difficulties in enforcing certain articles due to gaps and inconsistencies with other laws. The dissemination of the law has also fallen short in meeting the needs for labor protection, and certain provisions remained misaligned with principles outlined in ILO conventions ratified by Laos.
การแรงงานความเสมอ
Ms. Baykham stressed the importance of further revisions to addressing these shortcomings, strengthen enforcement, and align the labor law with international standards. The anticipated revisions is slated for discussions during the upcoming National Assembly session, paving the way for its enforcement next year. The preliminary sitting continuing until December 11th will focus on overcoming financial and economic challenges, discussing education reforms, and evaluating the performance of various government bodies. Participants and the public can engage in discussions and share their views during the session via the hotline at 156, email at nalao.156@gmail.com, or through the Lao NA application.